Hey everybody, welcome back to LeftPawGaming. Today we've got some more of my walkthrough footage of Final Fantasy XVI. Last video, we left Phoenix Gate and found that Eastpool had been attacked by the Imperials, killing everyone, including Lady Hannah. This video, Clive returns to Cid to tell him that he's officially joining up in the fight to save the bearers. Let's jump in. Back at the hideout here. Righting wrongs is what we're up to today.
Solar then. We have a lot to discuss.
I think I need to save real fast. Alright, quick save. Running up to Sid Solar. Because we're joining. Like,
Don't mind me.
Clive was pissed. I'm still pissed. Like, when I was saving, I took a minute to myself to try to compose a little bit. Like, you know, Clive just keeps getting knocked right on down, man.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
Kind of. New resolve, really.
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Sid just looked at him like, is that it?
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
Yeah.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years,
That's a good way.
killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end,
Sid's got to be loving this.
never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
Then don't, man. Let's get it.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
Oh, fire and ice. I get it. Shiva and Ifrit.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital
Seriously.
and pay a visit to Mother.
Stop. that can't be your plan, Sid. I need more details on this. Earlier. Look at that giant. Is that a crystal? White Worm Lair, Council of Elders.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
Ugh.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Who is this? Oh, is this the
Your radiance?
king? Yeah.
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
He don't care.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our peoples die?
Yep.
Well, I really do think.
I get it. It's doing king stuff.
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands.
He's just trash talking his advisors.
The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sandbreck is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Oh, God. This guy really wants to kick up more war.
You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean.
Yep.
It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
Oh, no.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
Here's my idea. Get it done. I'm out. How interesting it is to be king.
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
I really need Clive to get close to his son so that we can get Bahamut. He's one of my favorites as well, because I'm a huge dragon fan. And
I must have
Bahamut's just
misheard.
monstrous.
You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying?
Oh my
Are you
God.
mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand.
What the Blight does. Look at that.
Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remain.
Because there's nothing there.
But where was it all gone?
Almost like the
I
world's
spent years
petrified.
searching for an answer until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mine from the mother crystals.
Oh, hey, Gav.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's
That's
all going,
true.
mind? Well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
They're not looking.
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The leaders. They'd have to change the whole infrastructure.
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals. And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blight.
You know, he's not wrong.
Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway.
Perfect.
Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
Oh, he's in.
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye.
Nah, the
But
two
it's
daggers
nice
in
to
there is
have you
nice.
aboard all the same.
So we go to the Imperial capital to destroy. I'm assuming that that giant, snowy looking
What have I got
thing
myself into?
was the Mother Crystal.
I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
So now we prep.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick...
Since we're officially part of the group here now. Wonder if we'll get different items.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The holy capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know. Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual
Double?
traffic.
That's a lot.
If you ask me, some at foul's brewing. And it ain't as borbile tea. Just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
Alright, to Otto then.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Clive, was it?
Take a seat.
Otto, what you got?
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a Mother Crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do.
He's been on that thought
We'll
process
be
for a
leaving the
while,
capital
huh?
shortly.
Interesting.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home.
That's right, they do.
With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach.
Always some kind of thing blocking us.
I might just know of a way.
This.
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame.
The Dame?
And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
Okay.
That's good of you, but... Who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute. The Vale.
House of ill
And she's
repute.
quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
I believe that's a brothel type of building.
Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Of course you will. And what's this? Alliant reports unlocked. What are Alliant reports? It'll tell me. Oh, okay, cool. So quests that are available across the world, or the continent, country.
That's
very cool.
That's everything.
So I don't need
Now to find Gav.
Don't need anything from there. So it's interesting that Sid's kind of been after the Mother Crystals since the beginning, but he needed more firepower, essentially.
Someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then.
Why is Gav so upset?
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Yeah.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Right.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in this area? You know, I reckon he could probably cause a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
Just
We're less likely
the
to be
ribbing
spotted
never
if we
ends.
travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days.
We're traveling separately?
You two behave now.
Nice. Why would he say that to them? Nothing even happened. I'm sure she's probably irritated that nothing happened because she was definitely angling at Clive. Alright guys, we're going to cut this video off right here. This is a great spot because this was the mission, the video that really showed you Clive's resolve, because after everything that went down and, you know, Eastpool being attacked the way that it was, losing Lady Hannah, the realization that Ifrit being inside of him is the one that kind of threw everything like this into chaos. He wants to do something now. So Clive is a new man on a new mission. And when we come back, we are going to be trying to get in with the dame's help. So as usual, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We will see you guys in the next video.